Every city has its stories, but in Ridgefield, people whisper about bus route 93. Locals call it the Midnight Route. It's not on any schedule, not on the transit app, but some nights, around 12:15 a.m., a bus appears on Main Street, and if you wave it down, it stops. No one remembers the driver's face. No one ever sees where it ends. Marcus was a night shift security guard. He took the last bus every night, always the same one, always on time. But one Friday, his regular route never showed. He waited nearly an hour in the cold. Then headlights appeared down the street. An old city bus rolled up. Pale blue paint, number 93 glowing faintly in red. The doors hissed open. Inside, everything looked off. Seats torn, lights flickering, windows fogged from the inside. The driver wore an old-style uniform. His cap shadowed his face. Marcus climbed aboard. "You still running this late?" The driver just nodded and said, "Fare's $1, no transfers." Marcus dropped $1 in the box. The doors shut with a heavy thud. There were only 3 other passengers, all sitting silently in the back. None of them moved, none looked up. Marcus sat near the middle, earbuds in, scrolling his phone. But when he glanced at the window, he frowned. They weren't passing through the city anymore. No street lights, no cars, just an endless stretch of dark road. He checked his map. No signal. He leaned toward the driver. "Hey, is this still Route 23? The driver didn't answer. Marcus looked up and saw the rear-view mirror was gone. His stomach tightened. He turned to the passengers in the back. Now there were more of them. At least 6, maybe 7. Their faces pale, glassy-eyed, heads tilted toward the floor. He blinked. When he looked again, they were all staring straight at him. One of them whispered, "It's your first night, isn't it?" And the driver turned slightly, revealing his face, Marcus's own reflection. At 6 a.m., a city bus was found parked near the old depot. No driver, no passengers. Just a faint smell of diesel and cold air inside. They say if you wait alone past midnight in Ridgefield, you might see Route 93's headlights. And if you get on, you'll never need another bus again.
Everyone says cable TV is dead. But for Darren, it was his only company. He lived alone, 3rd floor of an old apartment building where the walls were thin and the nights were long. He worked late shifts at a gas station, came home around 2 a.m., heated leftovers, and flipped through static until sleep took him. Until one night, there wasn't static. It started when his TV turned on by itself. The screen glowed white noise, like snow, but faintly. Behind it, there was an image. A room, dimly lit, with a single chair facing the camera. Darren squinted. "Is this some weird public access thing?" he muttered. But when he changed the channel, it didn't change. Every button, volume, power, input, nothing worked. And the static hiss grew louder. He leaned forward. The camera angle shifted slightly, like someone had just moved it. Now, on the chair, sat a man. Grainy face, still as a statue, eyes fixed straight ahead like he was watching Darren. Darren stepped back, uneasy. Okay, whoever's broadcasting this, good one. He unplugged the TV. The screen went black. He exhaled, relief washing over him. But then the reflection on the screen twitched. The static returned, and now the man on screen was closer. For the next week, Darren tried ignoring it. Every night, when he got home, Channel 98 would flicker back to life. Same room, same man, same stillness. Until one night, something changed. The man on the screen stood up. He turned toward the camera and said in a voice that seemed to come from inside the room, "Don't look behind you." Darren froze. He laughed nervously, half sure it was a prank, but his body refused to turn. He grabbed the remote, pressing every button in panic. Nothing. The man on screen smiled. "I said, don't." Darren turned. Nothing there. He exhaled until he noticed the camera feed had changed. Now it was showing his own living room, same couch, same lamp, and him standing right there staring at the TV. He stumbled backward, heart racing. He ripped the plug from the wall, sparks flew, the screen went black. This time, it stayed off. He didn't sleep that night. The next morning, maintenance knocked. "TV trouble again, sir?" Darren blinked. "Yeah? How do you know?" The maintenance guy sighed. "You're not the first. Every few months, someone complains about Channel 98. It's not even hooked to our system. Signal just shows up." Darren frowned. "So where's it coming from?" The man shrugged. "Beats me. But funny thing," he gestured at the unplugged TV. "That model was discontinued in 1998, same year that channel stopped airing." He left. Darren looked back at the blank screen. His reflection stared quietly. Then the faintest sound returned, a low hiss of static. And behind his reflection, a second one appeared.
When you travel enough, every hotel starts to look the same. Same fake smiles, same stale air, same carpet smell that never goes away. But the Briarwood Hotel was different. Small, old-fashioned, and somehow too quiet. Ethan, a traveling salesman, had been driving since dawn. The storm had caught him halfway between cities, so he pulled off the highway when he saw the flickering sign showing "Vacancy in Briarwood Hotel." Inside, the lobby looked frozen in time. A brass bell sat on the counter, and an old clerk appeared from the shadows, pale, polite, and silent. "One night?" he asked. Ethan nodded. "Yeah, I just need a bed." The clerk smiled weakly. "Room 313, top floor." He slid the key across the counter, an actual metal key, not a card. The hallway upstairs was dim, lit by one flickering bulb. Ethan found the room. The door creaked as it opened. Inside, spotless. Too spotless. No personal touches, no sound, no smell. Just a bed, a chair, and a mirror facing the door. He tossed his bag down and collapsed on the bed, exhausted. But as he closed his eyes, he heard something.
a faint creak from the closet. He got up, heart thudding, opened it, empty. He laughed it off and went back to bed. At 3:13 a.m., he woke up. The clock on the nightstand blinked 3:13 in red digits, and the mirror across the room wasn't reflecting the bed. It was showing the door and someone standing outside it. Ethan froze. The shadow didn't move. He turned toward the door, nothing there. When he looked back, the figure in the mirror was closer. His breath caught. He reached for the lamp, but before he could switch it on, the bulb above flickered and the mirror went dark. Morning light seeped through the curtains. Ethan jolted awake in the chair by the window, clothes still on. He sighed, shaking his head. "Long day," he muttered, grabbing his bag. When he stepped out, the hallway looked different, fresher, cleaner, with new wallpaper and bright lights. Downstairs, the lobby bustled with guests. Different clerk, young woman this time. "Morning," she smiled. "Checking out?" Ethan nodded. "Yeah, room 313. The woman frowned. "Sir, we don't have a room 313. He blinked. "What? You must have..." She turned the monitor toward him. The list jumped from 312 to 314. This hotel hasn't had a room 313 for decades. It burned down in a fire. Back in 1976, a guest died inside. Ethan felt his stomach twist. "That's impossible. I stayed there last night." The clerk looked uneasy. "Sir, where's your key?" He reached into his pocket. The key was cold, blackened, and the brass tag still read 313. They say the Briarwood Hotel checks you in when you're lost, when no other place will take you. But you don't book room 313. It books you.